Hello, I'm Captain Roger Bump for JacksonvilleFishingTrips.com. I've been a local guide here in Jacksonville for over 20 years. I also write the weekend forecast reports for Florida Sportsman Magazine on their webs page, and I'm the Northeast Florida captain on the regions. Today we're going to talk about, go further into the free rig and about hooks. The first video we talked about rigging it. Today we're going to talk about hooks and the big selection you have. So I have a sort of an assortment of jig heads, and I still use jig heads, but with a free rig I feel like you get a lot more action, and you have the whole hook catalog to use to find the specific hook you need for a certain species than just 4 or 5 hooks in a jig head. Plus, when a fish eats that hook, he doesn't have that weight. He doesn't have to inhale the weight with it. He grabs everything soft, it goes in his mouth, and the weight is away. So that's another positive for the free rig. So on a selection of hooks, just for me, I tend to use more of a shorter shank hook. I don't really like a long shank. I kind of want to compact it. Even though we got the fish bites curly tail here, you can cut it down shorter. I like to leave it just as long as it can. It just gives it more of a presence. It's got a lot of good action, but I tend to use a shorter shank hook. I got a number 4 Kale hook right here. I use some short shank. Depending on the size of the fish, a larger fish, I'll use a short shank, just octopus hook with a decent wire so it don't bend and break. Some positives of the shorter shank hook is it takes a lot more force to bend that hook than it would a long shank hook. Even something like this, you would go, hey, that's a big hook, but you can bend that in your hand, and if you can bend it easily like that, a big fish is going to bend it or break it. So with a short shank, you kind of cut out that problem. You can use the standard weedless if you're in grass or something. You can use a standard weedless hook for your soft plastics, or you can use, I try to stay with that nose hook style, and this is like a wacky rig sort of hook, and I'll nose rig it if I want to get a little more weedless, just depending on what I'm fishing. But that's the thing about it. You have so many more options with these hooks with the free rig. So hopefully that helps you a little bit. Get you a Kale hook for just starting, maybe a size, 1 or between a 1 or a 2 and a 4 Kale hook, and throw your grub out, or your straight tail, or your paddle tail, and try that rig out. And I guarantee you're gonna like how the bait works, and you're gonna catch a lot more fish. Till next time, like and subscribe, and we'll keep sending these videos to you. Thank you.